The thing about ancient texts is they're polysemic. They mean a lot of different things. It's those of us who were brought up in the progressive traditions have a rich heritage of learning from the Bible about social justice, but to other people brought up in a more conservative tradition, it's equally transparently obvious to them that the Bible supports a different point of view. And so you don't get very far by just saying, look, it's self-evident that the Bible says this. But what we don't have in Australia is a strong tradition of having those kinds of discussions in the public space. And one of the things I've argued over the years is that we really need to do that more. Like we really need to have not less religion in politics, but more, in the sense that when politicians allude to religious or Christian reasons for taking particular policy stances, we all need to be able, whether we identify with a Christian tradition or not, all of us need to be able to say, well, hang on, why do you say that? What actually is the justifying theology of your position? And give us an explanation, give us an account, the same way as we do about their economic policy or their view of history or any other part of their philosophical presentation. We need to be able to say the same thing about ask them the same sorts of things about their theological assumptions. And that I think it's partly that our journalists have not been kind of trained or confident in asking those sort of questions, but I think that we all need to be able to kind of raise that in public discussion and say, well, all right, then show us the money, show us how does your position on refugees fit with your theological statements that you've made in the past, that sort of thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that there'll be an answer that all of us would be happy with, but at least it sort of sets the ground out.